If there's one team in the NBA right now that has great potential, it is definitely the Chicago Bulls. But this team has a lot of questions surrounding them. This past season, the Chicago Bulls were the 10th seed. Lonzo Ball is reportedly expected not to return from his injury next season, and the DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine duo. This duo might end, and we don't know what is going to happen to those two players, as both of them has been floating around in trade rumors. And at the end of the day, the question really is, what is wrong with the Chicago Bulls? What is going on with their team overall? Well, the Chicago Bulls were last in the league in rate from 3 and 3-point makes. And according to, the Bulls GM, what he really wants to do for this team is he wants the Bulls to go after floor spacers and guards this offseason as they're trying to change their shooting profile. They really want to get shooters and point guards who can play make. And the Bulls' lack of shooters are allowing opposing teams to shrink the floor, and DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine, they're not able to do their thing. Zach LaVine is a slasher, DeMar DeRozan is a slasher. You obviously know Zach LaVine can throw down his crazy dunks, but he's pretty much not able to do that without shooters and playmakers to space the floor. So ultimately though, the Bulls are definitely missing Lonzo Ball, because Lonzo Ball, when he was with the Chicago Bulls team, he was actually a pretty good shooter, and he was actually a really, really good playmaker. Like, this man was making some crazy assists. And actually at the start of the 2021 to 2022 NBA season, the Bulls offense was actually flowing way better with Lonzo Ball being that point guard. And this just goes to show that Lonzo is exactly what they're missing. Even DeMar DeRozan was able to get to his spots, and at a time, that man was in the MVP convo. It was looking like he was definitely going to win the MVP. He had some clutch moments, hitting some crazy threes. The Bulls were on pace to be locked for the #1 seed. Then we had Lonzo Ball, I think around January, go down with an injury, and pretty much everything changed for this team, because this past season, they really just did not look the same at all. So now what do they really have to do to change this? Well, Chris Paul would have been an amazing fit on this team. Unfortunately, he's going to be playing with the Golden State Warriors. But talking about a person that can just play, make, and run the floor, that is exactly what they needed. They really messed up by not trying to sign Chris Paul, but now they're going to have to be looking for free agents who can do that. A player like Fred VanVleet, who's a pretty solid playmaker. He can shoot the ball very, very well. I definitely think, though, he should be the starting point guard if they potentially sign him, and they can sign him to a pretty big deal. That man is a pretty solid player. They can also potentially pick up a player like Danilo Gallinari, very, very good shooter, who on the Washington Wizards is most likely going to be bought out. The Chicago Bulls team, if they get shooters, if they get playmakers, it is over for the league. And now they could split up their duo, but I really think that they only have minor problems. They got Nikola Vucevic, who in this past season, he actually did very well. They are attracting free agents like Derrick Rose and Mo Bamba. And they have DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine on their team, one of the best scorers in the entire NBA. So it would not make sense to split up this Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan duo, because their problems are only very minor. And while Lonzo is out, they should just go and try to find playmaking guards and shooters to free up the floor. That is what is wrong with the Chicago Bulls, and that is how to fix this team. They're actually a really good team. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, when I actually saw them in the 2021 to 2022 first start of that season, I actually thought they were on their way to making the NBA Finals, because they were 100% looking like the best team. And if they do these things, they might be the #1 seed next year. They have a really, really good team. You got centers like Andre Drummond coming off the bench. They got really good young talent. Chicago Bulls are on pace actually to be a very, very good team. And I don't think a lot of people is noticing that, because their problems are very, very minor. Like I said, they can easily fix them. It would be very dumb to split up Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan. Please don't do that. And yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, especially you Chicago Bulls fans, because I think this is exactly what they need. With that being said, do not forget to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, comment down for a cookie. It's your boy Josh the Arch, and I'm out.